Hey, what's up? Welcome to the first video of the Duo no Jutsu channel. Here, we're gonna be doing a wide variety of things like playing games, talking about anime, and a bunch more cool stuff. We appreciate all of you watching and cannot wait to go on this journey together. But for right now, we're playing Agree or Disagree. Duran and I will be choosing a topic and selecting hot takes in that topic and choosing whether we agree or disagree with said hot take. And now, let's get into the video.
Okay. Nier was just as good as a character as L from Death Note.
No.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
I would disagree.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I would disagree.
I can't agree.
I will say the
Can't.
hate that does come with L dying and Nier and the other
Taking
guy
over. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is it justified a tad bit?
But
They were good, but it just
L was
wasn't
so-
exactly.
just the dynamic between the two was just...
Yeah, it was
like, it
unparalleled.
made
It was
everything
ridiculous.
in that show.
Exactly. And then there really was zero connection between L or Light
And Nier. It was just
yeah,
kind
it
of like, you took over for L because...
Yeah. I think
Because
if-
why?
I think if they would have reversed the roles and it was Nier and the other kid
Mhm.
and then they lost and then L took over, cool story. I
Right.
had one idea
Okay.
and I wish this would have happened. And I thought this was going to happen when I first watched Death Note for the first time back when I was like 9, 10, or however old I was.
Crazy time to watch that show.
I thought, and I swear to God, I thought this was going to happen.
Uh-oh.
I thought that L faked his
His death.
death
Mhm.
with fucking the Shinigami, the girl one that was
What's his name? What's her name? What's her name?
why do we not remember her
What,
name?
an M? It
It's
has an M?
Misa.
Misa. Almost
I
called
thought it was her. I thought he was working with that Shikigami,
that.
and they would have pulled that off. Yo, Death Note would have been in the top 5 of all time.
Honestly, that would have been...
If that,
Yo.
that could you imagine if they pulled
I
off?
faked it this whole time just to...
And because you remember, Light was like, "I won!" He was so hyped,
Hype.
like finally. And then, bro, if it would have just cut to him, just at whatever point near him losing, and L comes out like, "So, remember me?" Like
Gotcha, bitch.
I would have lost it, but they didn't do that.
They did not.
They went the entirely different route.
Instead, they were like, hey...
Nier was respectable, but just not to the same degree because there was no fleshed out character development. There was nothing really about him. There was nothing to appreciate about him besides that he was a clone of
Of
L.
L.
That
And
was
it's
really
like-
it. So
The dynamic had already ran its course. I mean,
exactly. Maybe if he was fleshed out earlier and we saw little glimpses of him, maybe that would have meant something.
like
but
just
we,
throw him in every so often just to like
Something.
let his presence be known and
like
then
we
bring
just see
him.
him every like, oh, this little nigga keep on. Okay.
Like he's around L a lot. Okay, so he must be like learning something, learning the tricks
But
of
it
the trade,
wasn't
something.
that.
Nope, just was like, oh, L's dead. Put him in. Sub him in.
It's ridiculous.
Didn't like it.
The new Demon Slayer movie is a top 5 movie of all time. 3, 2, 1.
Disagree.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, top 5 anime. Yeah, is it one of the best animation we've seen in a long time? Sure, I'll give you that.
in a
I'll
heartbeat.
give you that all day.
Beautiful movie.
But no, just simply no. It can't be a top 5 anime. I wouldn't
I
recommend
cannot wait for all the 4th of July edits that are about to come out from that movie and the fireworks and everything. Oh my
it.
god.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
It's
yeah,
about to go crazy.
yeah, not wrong about that. But
It's about to go ridiculous.
people are a little crazy with. I know anime is more impressive every single year because of the
Yeah.
animation and everything like that.
Animation
but,
studios are going dummy right
but
now,
as a
bro.
top 5 movie of all time,
No.
we've had some classics.
Like,
Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke.
I'm about to say, the Studio Ghibli in general is just kind of running the game for
I
a
mean,
bit.
they were just they said hold on.
banger after banger for a bit, round after round.
Just punching on us every single
So I'm
year.
like, it's going to take a lot.
Shut up, stupid!
Yeah, and I'm like, maybe
Like,
some of those are like,
goddamn.
maybe some of those are even nostalgia pulls, but like,
Bro, it's insane.
they still are movies that you can go back and watch today
Yeah.
and still enjoy fully.
There's nothing I've seen about Demon Slayer in the new movies that made me go, I need to watch this again.
Honestly, now that you say it, I have only watched all of them once.
There's nothing to go back and
Like
watch. That
Mugen
wasn't...
Train. I've seen clips again from Mugen Train because Rengoku's speech holds a special place.
I mean, sure.
But I have not gone back and rewatched the first part of Infinity Castle.
yeah, it's
I
not-
I think the same thing when Zenitsu was talking to I
Mm.
don't even remember Bull's name.
His friend, his childhood friend.
His whatever he was. That was his
The guy existed,
His
we know
biggest
that.
op.
He was a person, that's for sure.
Yeah, nah, because I'm like it had its good parts. Like obviously, I feel like they fit too much because I haven't read the manga though. So in all
Sure.
fairness, I don't know if those fights were more drawn out in the manga or not. But in the
not
anime,
really.
I felt like the fight with number 2 ended too quick, but at the same time, you have not the best Hashira versus.
Is Akaza number 2? Or who's number 2?
Number 2 is Doma with the eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was about to say with the Johns.
Yeah, okay, I know
But
what you're talking about now.
the fight with him ended too quick, but also you have literally the weakest, like strength-wise Hashira fighting against him. So
we
I'm
have
like,
to wrap the story up. We have to wrap this bitch up.
yeah.
Not gonna
So
lie.
like, I'm like, I get it, but I don't
Top
know.
5, no.
No.
It just can't be.
Absolutely not. Isekai is not trash.
You just
3,
can't
2, 1.
disagree.
That's crazy. Why do you disagree?
Isekai is trash because it's been overdone to the point where it's too much. We can't handle it no more. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely pushed itself beyond any recognition where we thought it had a standing in the genre, but now it's too much. I think that we've spanned it to the point where we can't do it anymore. And it keeps on continuing to happen over and over and over and over and over and over. I'm not a fan of it. I thought I did. And to be fair, I did like it. We had shows like Inuyasha, a classic show. We had shows like ReZero, Konosuba, all classics. But then we just kept coming out with more, like Ari Ferretta. And we kept coming out with more and more and more. We can't do it no more. I've had enough.
So, valid argument. But only valid if you feel the same way about romance and slice of life anime. Because it's the same thing. It is the same thing. It is the same formula
Okay.
and everything. Just like every isekai is, guy gets reincarnated after death, goes and gets overpowered, has a little harem maybe, does his thing in the other world. Every slice of life and romance anime is
What's
the same.
terrible about Isekai, though, is the fact that it's not necessary. And it's never been necessary.
What's not necessary about
Getting
it?
hit by a truck, stabbed, or any other form of death, and then going to that world, it lasts about
It's
3
a
seconds.
feel-good anime.
Yeah, we
There's
can-
no bad
You can
things.
just start the show in that world. We don't need the random death.
You can just start the romance with them already dating.
There's only max 2-3 shows where the point of them dying actually stands in the story. Mushoku Tensei,
That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
and that's about it. Everything else is just kind of
Something
mad.
else.
Everything else is just kind of random. It's like, why do we
trying
do
to think
this?
of something else. There's another one where they're dying is important. I guess ReZero, but we already mentioned that.
Sure.
All right, you know what? I'll take it. I still think it's not trash, but
I will take
valid argument, I
one.
suppose.
Jujutsu Kaisen is boring. 3, 2, 1. You agree?
I agree.
Break it down for us. Tell the classroom why it's boring.
Outside of its fight scenes, no one gives a damn about what's going on. Let's be honest. All the talking, all the like.
Every single
If they're
point.
talking, like at least with Naruto, I cared about Naruto's backstory.
Mm,
Yuji barely has one.
Sure.
So there's nothing to really care. There's no substance to your main character already.
Right.
Let's start there. His whole premise is if he don't get all the fingers, he dies. If he
Sure.
does get all the fingers, he dies.
Okay.
There's no real winning here for bro. I know there's a whole nother series and everything that they put out apparently. I don't know what that is.
It's they
We're
have
not
some
dealing
stuff
with
going
that.
on.
We're talking
Yeah.
about what's out. The fights peak. The
That's
fights and the
that's
animation
usually
quality
the main
of-
topic at hand. Sure.
and that's all they can talk about. That's the problem.
I did pick disagree. So I will
want to hear
stand
your
on-
side.
I think JJK for the most part does have some compelling components with the characters mainly. I think that's pretty much it, where you have guys like Megami, Gojo. There's other dynamics exactly where you can look at and point to where you can find a little bit more enjoyment besides just the fights. I think it's not as fleshed out because they kind of lean more towards the fighting stuff and the things with the Jujutsu Kaisen school and whatever, and all the people going against Yuji and whatnot. But I think that's probably the parts that could be a little bit more entertaining. As more entertaining as the fights, probably not, but I think there are things enjoyable. I've watched episodes where I'm like, they didn't do much, but I still enjoyed it.
It feels like they tried to take the One Punch Man route without actually meaning to. Where it's like your main
that's a
character is
hard
not
one.
the point of your story.
Yeah, that's a hard
Your
one to
side
copy.
characters
Yeah.
are what make your story kind of better.
Right.
And your main character is obviously like supposed to be like unrivaled or like super strong, whatever.
Yeah.
But they did that accidentally over the
Of
side.
course, yeah.
Where
the
One
whole
Punch Man,
thing-
like that's the point. Like if you don't like it because Saitama's barely in it, like that's the point. But
What's the
Yuji's
the fuck off sound.
but Yuji, I feel like he's supposed to be like the main component. And honestly, I care more about Megami and his story.
Yeah, I think there's a bit
Like,
more to look at with
I've
him.
seen more of
than-
his backstory, the stuff going on with the Cullen Games and his sister. Like everything's just more compelling about him.
Yuji he's kind of like Ichigo, where he just kind of got lunged into all this. He didn't really have a choice.
But even Ichigo at least has other things going on in his life
Yeah,
that make him more interesting.
There were other things that we liked.
Like
about
his
him.
sister has a little bit of an ability where she starts to develop. His dad was just like him for real, for real. I'm
Exactly.
like, his mom was like that. It's like he has stuff going on around him that made him
Of course.
interesting. Yuji's just boring.
Initially, I think
Fair.
I think he gets a little bit more going on just because when you look at some of the not even the reactions, but just kind of how he displays himself in the fights. I mean, even the fight with Choso, you got a little bit more look into who he was as a character and things like that, and finding out that was his brother and all that.
But look what you just said. In the middle of a
Yeah,
fight.
exactly. That's kind of the main.
fights
That's the main
carry.
component. Yeah, I get it.
The fights definitely carry, but some people might disagree. Some people might just like the show for what it is. I don't know.
Right.
It's boring to me.
It's more often not the fights.
Says
That's why we're here.
yeah. I'm like, when they get to talking, I'm just like, all right, we can
Okay.
times two this one. Uh-oh.
Cosplay isn't real. 3, 2, 1.
Agree.
Agree.
It's all made up.
Yeah,
The
it's-
characters are made up. The
yeah.
costumes
At
are made
times,
up. Like
it's looked at where it's supposed to be accurate, but more often than not, you don't really have to show yourself to be the exact thing that is shown.
yeah,
We had the example of the manga author Kei Oran,
the Gachiakuta or whatever.
who posted
Mhm.
a Japanese person dancing as Zanka, and that caught a lot of backlash, which is pretty still crazy to think about because the person isn't black.
Yeah, like obviously.
Y'all
but,
gotta
like,
lock in for real.
yeah, it's made up characters that you now bring into real life and want to live out in your day to day life because you like that character.
If I don't dress like Sakura, I can, and no one's
Like-
gonna stop me.
That's a crazy choice.
I can't dress like Sakura.
You can do whatever you want, but that's a crazy choice.
We got the same forehead.
And notice it bald, bald,
No comment.
You can pick your next one.
Alright. You need to watch over 100 anime to have a valid opinion on anime. 3, 2, 1.
I
I
agree.
agree.
So yeah,
I agree.
okay. I was wondering if there was gonna be a debate here, but
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a firm believer. Anime should have been gate kept.
okay, hold on. Wait a
That might
minute.
be
Why do you say
another.
that?
Back to our example with Gachiakuta.
Okay.
Literally, people have come into this community of anime going from being this weird thing that, like, if you watched it, there was all these stipulations floating around you and things you liked,
Right.
to now COVID happened and everybody and their mom got on Naruto, for instance.
Yeah. People that shouldn't have been watching
Like-
anime joined us.
And they made it so gross.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
they made it like the community so gross because it's like you're not really fans of, like, back to the 100 anime thing.
Okay.
You have these opinions on like the 3 shows you've watched on what you consider to be peak,
Right.
and you're taking that into the world of like, oh yeah, everything else is trash. Like y'all just like these things because of nostalgia, and it's like, maybe. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
maybe.
I
but
think that I know people are going to disagree, of course. Like, I don't
Yeah.
need to watch 100 anime, and we don't have to go as far as say 100 anime, maybe 50. I do think a certain number is respectable, just because the fact that an opinion can matter to a certain degree, but if you don't have a certain level of knowledge about something in general,
you just can't speak on it.
exactly. If you don't watch basketball, but you want to talk about basketball, we'll hear you out. But if you don't know much about basketball,
You
how much
sound and look foolish.
yeah, you gotta lock in for real. So I mean, it helps to watch anime that aren't necessarily just mainstream. At least,
Definitely. Isekais. You gotta bring them back. You gotta show them love every now and again.
just watch over a certain amount, and then we can hear you out. But we'll hear your opinion out in general.
I won't.
You won't hear it.
Not valid.
Okay.
Dub anime is just as good as sub. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we agree. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to come across there. I thought I was going to have to go over there. Okay.
Nah, like I will watch anime sub because I'm impatient.
If it's the only option, sure, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm
but
impatient.
for the fuck niggas that have the audacity to sit here and think that it's okay to
The sub elitist. Yeah.
It is crazy.
The sub elitist. It's like you don't even know what they're saying
You
if
watch
you turn
this
your
in
head.
dub. First of all, it is so stupid that people even still have the same opinion of that. It sounds a little. Sure, there are some shows that sound a little off, a little different. I'll give you that. For the most part, the industry standard of how somebody's supposed to sound is pretty decent.
Yeah.
When they're in the studio talking, it's not just like you're watching Vinland Saga and Thorfinn's like, "Hi guys." He doesn't sound like that. He sounds like a fucking a somewhat of a Viking, a little bit, sort of.
They're just like
He sounds somewhat in his realm.
They're just
Even
like,
though
it sounds
none of
better
these
in
niggas are in
sub.
Japan. It's the
No.
worst I said in Japan.
None of
What are
them.
we talking about?
Like there's barely any. Like even with people being like, which dub did I just see that somebody complained about? Solo Leveling. They were like, oh yeah, the sub is so much better. I'm like, hey bud, they're in Korea, so they don't even speak Japanese.
I never really felt compelled to. I never felt anything about sub just because I don't speak the language. So when
Yeah, like if you turn your head, you don't know what just happened.
the only thing that I can that I can appreciate or determine that is good voice acting in the show is when someone's voice is very, they're screaming, they're yelling, inflection in the voice type of thing. That's when it makes sense. But when they're just speaking dub and they're speaking English, which I speak, I can I can judge upon which is good or bad voice acting. But for the most part, it's decent. There's some shows that are fucked up, of course, that happens. But for the most part, you fuck niggas sit up here and try to act like dub anime is far inferior to sub. Eat one.
Eat two. I will say, I will watch an anime fully in sub and then go back and watch the whole thing in dub
I won't
and
do
compare
that.
them.
That's psychotic.
No, I'll go back and compare them.
Unless I love the show, which I will just watch it just dub straight through.
Oh no, I go
If the
back.
option is always the dub option is always there, I will always watch it.
Oh no, if I'm like watching like week to week and it's subbed, I will go back once it gets dubbed and rewatch it. Just because I'm like, so like for instance, the one I'm watching right now is Wistoria.
Sure.
He sounds so much different from sub to dub.
I will say that is probably the only difference in
Like sub, they made him super whiny.
in the tonation and things like that, where you have, because I think Attack on Titan is probably a good example of the sub versus dub. The dub isn't bad, but you have certain moments when like Eren turns into a Titan, and in sub he's like, "Roar!" But in dub he's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't a bad scream, but it could have been better. It's
Could have
better
been
than
better.
sub.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Wistoria because I'm just like, he sounds super whiny in Japanese,
Yeah,
but in his English dub, he like when he locks in, his voice gets deeper. Like he
It's
sounds
great.
locked in.
it's a good time.
Like bro sounds like he's ready to rumble.
That's what I'm saying.
But even in sub, I'm just like when he gets locked in, he's still just like. He said, "But I love her. I need to get to the top of the tower because she's my love." Okay, bud.
Dub is fine. We
Dub
gotta
is
stop saying the same thing over and over. Dub is perfectly fine.
Yeah.